Now let's try some examples. Here's example 1. A pollster asks a group of voters how they intend to vote in the upcoming election for governor. In this example, is the individual the pollster primarily using descriptive statistics or inferential statistics? Would he or she compute parameters or samples? Well, here the pollster is just asking a group of voters how they intend to vote. A poll is often just a sample of the entire set of voters. So I would say the pollster is probably going to compute some sample statistics. Oh, this should say statistics, not samples. So I would say the pollster is probably calculating statistics. If the pollster just got an answer such as this sample of voters is going to vote for the governor, 75% of them are going to vote for the governor, and only 25% are not, that would be counted as descriptive statistics. Once this pollster actually uses that information to then make some inferences and predicts, and then I predict the governor will win, right? That would be inferential statistics. But so far, it doesn't say that. So it seems that only descriptive statistics is being used here. Great. Example 2. A teacher organizes his class's test grades into a distribution from best to worst and compares it to the test grades of the entire school. In this example, is the individual primarily using descriptive statistics or inferential statistics? Well, first, he's definitely using descriptive statistics in order to organize his class's data, right? So he is using this. But then he's comparing it to the test grades of the entire school. So he's getting his sample, his class, and looking at how they are relative to the entire school. That leap is going to be inferential statistics. So I would say he's actually using both, descriptive and inferential. A statistician is interested in the choices of majors of this year's entering freshmen at a university. 10% are randomly sampled. What is the population? What is the sample? What's the parameter? What's the statistic? Okay, so the population seems to be all freshmen at the university, right? But the sample is this 10%. This little sample, right? So that's the population and the sample. So what is the parameter? Well, the parameter is really what are the real major choices of all these students. So the parameter So maybe he'll look at it as, maybe 50% are engineering and 20% are, science, and 30% are humanities, right? So majors picked by freshmen, right? So what is the actual statistic? Well, the statistic, that's going to be made up of the majors picked by the sample. And in order to go from this to this, you would need to use inferential statistics. Example 4. A group of pediatricians are trying to estimate the rate of increasing obesity in young children in their city. They begin a research project where every 4 years, a group of 8-year-old children are randomly sampled from the city and weighed. What's the population? What is the sample? What's the parameter? What is the statistic? So the population looks like young children in this city. Whichever city this happens to be. The sample is the group of of 8-year-old children. Group of selected to be in this study. Okay, so what is the parameter? Well, the parameter would really be the actual rate of increasing obesity. Actual rate. And they don't know what that is. They can't actually get that data. But by looking at the different groups of 8-year-old children every 4 years, they could look at the rate between the samples, right? So the statistic would be the rate among the sample. So the samples every 4 years, right? And so in that way, they will try to use this rate in order to estimate this rate. All right. So that's the end of lesson 1 for Educator. Thanks so much for watching.